Frank Lee here with NASA and we're going to go over the tech inspection for this car. Now I've already teched this car, so I've already checked everything, but I'm going to tell you guys exactly what we're looking for when we tech a car. This is an HPDE car, so this is not going to be a race car. This is somebody's street car. So what we're looking for is we're giving a general look at the coolant. We want to look down at the brake fluid and make sure that the car actually has plenty of fluid in it and that it's not completely black and it hasn't been changed in forever. Another thing I want to look for is obvious leaks around the top of the motor. From what I can see, I work on these cars professionally, so I know some of the places to look, but for most tech, we're just making sure that there's no gross leak in the car. We're going to look at the belts and make sure that the belt isn't going to fly off in the middle of the track. So that's one of the important things. We're looking for any loose body panels on the car as well as we're going. Anything that could potentially fly off of the car as the car goes down the track. Next, we want to check the wheels and tires. Here we want to look for any type of wear on the tires that's abnormal. Okay, we're going to just give it a quick glance and make sure that there's plenty of tread. If it's a slick, we want to make sure that it isn't worn somewhere where it shouldn't be. We're going to check the lug torque. This gets a lot of people in trouble, not having the lugs torqued to the proper spec and the wheel flies off on the track. It never ends well. We're also going to look at the brakes, the rotors, and the pads to make sure that there's plenty of pad material and that the rotors aren't too cracked. Make sure that the rotors will survive a whole day of HPDE. Generally in the cockpit, we're looking that this car hasn't had the stuff removed from it, so we'll tell the driver, please remove all of your things, floor mats, anything that could potentially fly as the car goes around high-speed corners. So this car will have to have all these jackets, floor mats, and everything in the interior removed. As we move to the back, we're going to check the rear tires, brakes, etc., just like we did with the front. We're going to check the lug torque and make sure that everything's okay. We're going to look for any loose items in the trunk, like this first aid kit. We're also going to check the battery, make sure that the battery is tied down. I'm not actually sure where the battery in this S5 is. Let's see, it looks like the battery is actually under the spare tire well, so I'm going to assume, since this spare tire is perfectly cranked down, that the battery is going to be okay. And check anything else, all the panels, make sure that everything's in place in the trunk. We're going to check the glass to make sure that there are no large cracks, and basically that's our tech inspection. Oh, one other thing, we check these helmets to make sure that they're up to date. For instance, this one has already been checked and has been teched for the year. We're looking for SA 2010 or greater helmets, so we also check that safety gear. On race cars, we check to make sure that the harnesses, the roll bars, those types of things are all in order. Racing seats, make sure that they're up to date and standard. So, yep, that's our basic tech inspection.